Welcome to 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. He has gray hair, and he has a gray beard, and he also wears glasses, like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork is better looking. Now, tariff-free, here is Gray Hair Dave.
Well, welcome back. Glad you're here. Glad I'm here. That, folks, was 11labs.io. They're the ones that do all my intros. Well, not all of them, but they're the ones that are doing them now. I use the same one as I used last week because I like to have some consistency. So it doesn't confuse me or you when you're hearing that intro. So what are we going to talk about this week? First of all, don't let me forget, check out 11labs.io. That's ELEVENLABS.io. And if you go to the link in the show notes and you do use it, I will get an affiliate payout, which helps defray some of the costs of producing this show. So, yeah, if you go, you go. If you do not, you do not. That's completely up to you. But go play with it, because you can play with it for so long for free. And it's fun. So let's go talk about other AI that I'm working with. Of course, you all know I've been working with Perplexity on the Gray Hair Dave project. That's coming along just fine. And with AI, the more you prompt it, the more it learns how you talk and how you want your responses to be. So if I'm playful in how I'm asking it to do something for me, it comes back with a more playful response, and so on and so on. And I'm sure that ChatGPT and all the other ones are the exact same thing. How you either A, type it in, or B, use the audio portion to get your prompt in there. Either way is fantastic, right? Perplexity has helped me a lot in multiple ways, but the biggest one is not just collecting all my thoughts, but putting them all in one place in a kind of a chronological kind of an order. But then again, I have skipped around sometimes because, an idea will pop into my head. I'll run over to ChatGPT and put something in, and then we're out of order. But I can get back on order by just going back to it and saying, okay, let's continue on from where we left off before the last prompt. And it will. It'll pick right back up where you left off, which is the fantastic thing about it. And that's the reason that I prefer Perplexity to ChatGPT, because I have gone in, and I think I've told you this, I've gone in and I've put in the exact same prompt. I've copied it out of Perplexity, pasted it into ChatGPT. I get a little bit different answers, but with Perplexity, it gives me a reference as to where it found the information. So if I do want more, I can just click on the little link after what it gives me, and life is good, So I can continue on with where it was at, and that's one of the things that the newer versions of AI that are out there are doing. They're referencing where they got it from. They're not just coming back saying, well, do this, this, and this. Because that's what ChatGPT did, where with Perplexity, it came back and said, go do this, this, and this. Here's where I got this information from. Should you want to continue looking at that? And that's the important thing. It really is. Because if you come back a week from now, 2 weeks from now, and all of a sudden you're going, what was that? What was I thinking about? You can go back in and find it. But you can go back in and you can go back and research some more if that's what you need. And there have been a couple of times that I have done that. I've gone back in and said, whoa, wait a minute, I need more out of this. So I get it. And it's fantastic. So I'm a believer and a liker of AI. Do I believe that AI is going to take over my editing and podcasting positions and jobs? No, I don't. You can use AI as a assistant or an assistive tool. It's artificial intelligence, but I use it as assistive intelligence. And nothing against virtual assistants, but I pay $20 a month for Perplexity, where I might be paying $100 a month for a virtual assistant, not a virtual, but a personal assistant to go out and do this for me. And I know there's sites you can get them cheap, but and virtually because they're not with you. And you can get them for as low as $9 an hour, which I think is baloney, because they deserve more than $9 an hour. It doesn't matter where you live, if it's cheap to live there or not. $9 an hour, and they give you an hour's worth of work, and I'm sending them $9. It doesn't seem fair. But comparatively, am I putting them out of work? No, because a lot of people are not going to use AI to get what they need. And I don't need a virtual assistant enough to make it worth my while, where a lot of people do. So there's that. Okay. So I'm not killing anybody's job in my mind, because they were not somebody I was going to hire anyways. Because I would have just looked a lot of this stuff up on my own, and it would have taken me a little bit longer. So it's assisting me at getting things done a little quicker, which is exactly what I want it to do, So there's that. But let's move away from the artificial intelligence or assistive intelligence for just a few moments and talk about the other position that I have, the other job. I've got two other jobs. One of them is audio editing and video editing for others. I don't have any customers at this point. Right now, the ones that I have either gone somewhere else or stopped podcasting or found somebody cheaper, or they're doing it themselves. And that's understandable. That's why Gray Hair Dave project came about. But the other place where I work, I had an interview earlier this week for a position because my restrictions have been made permanent. The company is finding me another position within the company to work at. So I had an interview, and it's for a position that I respect the position. Is it right for me? I don't know. I've been doing a lot of thinking about this and deep thought about it. And it could be. It's inside all the time, or 99.9% of the time. Is it going to allow me to sit down the amount of time I need to sit down? I don't know. I don't have to worry about that. I do the interview. If they're going to offer it to me, then it goes over to the person who's helping me with this change process, and they have to go about and say, okay, you want him, but can you accommodate him? And that's a process. So we'll see what happens. I've got a couple more months yet that I can continue on with this before they've got to make a hard decision about me. And we'll see where it goes. There's a few other positions that they've got me out there applied for. We'll see what comes through with that. Here's one of the, Here's one of the problems or the issues that has come up. All this is coming up right after a fresh batch of college program kids have come in. So in January, usually October, there's a fresh batch of college program kids that come in. They've got to put them somewhere. So a lot of these positions that I thought I might want, there may not be a position. And is it right for them to kick that person out of that position so I could go into it? Not in my mind. I don't know about yours, but in my mind, if I'm coming to it after they've already been placed, that's my fault, not theirs. But they've known about this for months, and it happened before Christmas. But circumstances came up in that department that does this, and this is all out of my control. So if you have listened and know me as well as you do, you understand that I don't like not being in control. Not being in control doesn't work well for me. So there's that. So that's what's happening there. I want to mention to you, if you're thinking about, or you know somebody who is thinking about starting a podcast, I want you to go to grayhairproductions.com. Go to the contact me page, send me a message, and I'll get back in touch with you, and we'll figure out how to help you get started. I want you to know that I'm here for you. I will guide you. There is costs involved when you get to a certain point, but the first couple of conversations are going to be free because they're basically consulting. But if you do get a hold of me, I do have a PDF on how to start a podcast. And if it's something you're interested in, let me know, and I can email you this PDF. And I have it in book form, but it's quicker to do a PDF for you. And I can do a PDF for free. I don't have to print anything. So that's something to think about. But yeah, let me know if it's something that you or somebody you might know, it's something you're thinking about. Run it by me. I'm here. I'm a great sounding board. So try that. Also, folks, if you know somebody, and I'm sure you do, if you know somebody who does not know what a podcast is, doesn't have a clue what they are, why would I want to listen to a podcast? Explain to them. Have you ever listened to radio? Same thing, but better. No commercials or very few commercials. Show them how to open it up on their phone. Show them where the apps are. Use 5 minutes with Gray Hair Dave as the example. Say, here's how you find 5 minutes of Gray Hair Dave. We like this guy. He talks about all kinds of things, what's ever on his mind, and it has changed over the years. Now, this is going to be episode, I believe, 186, and I've been doing it for about a year and a quarter on this one. But the other, I've had a couple of years on another one, and so I've got a lot of experience on this. So let them know how to do that. Show them how to follow or how to subscribe. Depends on the player, how they ask for it. Won't be long, and Apple will be able to show video of podcasts if a video is available. It's in beta right now, which basically means it's in a testing mode. There's a couple of shows out there now that are already in this beta that you can watch. And it comes over in a different format, but the viewing experience is still good. It's actually great. So think about that. Its possibilities out there are boundless and endless. You can do whatever you want to do. So while you're out and about today or this week, if you see somebody that might look a little down or a little intent in their job or just not having a great day or even having a great day, smile and wave at them. Say hi. You're going to make their day, and they will in turn make yours. So on behalf of Gray Hair Dave here in Gray Hair Productions, you all have a great week, a great weekend, and I will talk to you again next week. Bye-bye. Hey folks, it's Gray Hair Dave just popping in to say, hey, I have a new merchandise shop. That's right. If you go to my website, 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com, and you click on the merchandise tab, it'll take you to a page that says, click here for merchandise. And then it's got a little photo of some of the items that I do have in the shop. I hope that you do go there. I hope you do look at it. And if you are so inclined, I hope you do buy something. If you do, I will make some money on this because this is something that I am adding to all of my websites so that I can make a little extra money and help out with the costs of this program and all my programs that I do. But anyways, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Don't forget, 5minutesofgrayhairdave.com. Go to the merchandise page. Thanks. Bye.